What's up YouTube, DMLX here, and today I want to talk about the 3 post-launch chapters that is collectively called The City That Never Sleeps, which is said to take place after the events of the main story of Spider-Man PS4 that contains new missions, suits, and characters. Unfortunately, that's all the information we have on the story DLC at this time, and we probably won't know the full details until a few days or even weeks after the game's launch. But that doesn't mean we can't speculate on what could be included in the post-launch DLC and what we would like to see happen. So without further ado, let's get into it. One of the major gameplay features I would love to see implemented in the City That Never Sleeps DLC is the option to play as other characters within the Spider-Man mythos. We'll get the chance to play as Mary Jane Watson in the main story, so Insomniac, why not let us players view Marvel's New York through multiple lenses and play as characters who have a similar moveset to Spider-Man. That way the changes to be made for that specific character can be minimal, and the developers only have to deal with slight variations of that certain character's fighting style and abilities. For example, characters like Venom, Miles Morales, and Wraith would make for great options as playable characters. Venom can play off as an aggressive type character like he was in Ultimate Spider-Man. Miles Morales can be useful in introducing new abilities such as his active camouflage and Venom Strike, and Wraith could play well as a character who takes more of a stealthy approach in combat situations, as well as the option to free roam around New York City as those specific characters once the missions are complete. I can definitely picture the City That Never Sleeps DLC acting as a story arc similar to Batman Nightfall, where you have different Marvel characters trying to not necessarily take up the mantle as Spider-Man, but be the new protector of New York, while Spider-Man is away or retired from being a superhero. However, it's still possible you could play as Peter Parker's version of Spider-Man throughout each individual mission, but I would prefer if Insomniac took a page from Arkham Knight and allow us to play the game from a different perspective, with giving us the choice to play as multiple characters. Next, let's talk about the potential length of each story mission. Personally, when developers introduced the concept of story DLC, I want my experience with the new content to match what was portrayed in the main story, or better if possible. Basically, I want story expansions that are worth the price of admission, like Batman Arkham Knight's A Matter of the Family, or The Witcher 3's Blood and Wine, and Hearts of Stone. So I'm expecting the 3 story missions to be around 45 minutes to an hour long each, but we'll just have to wait and see. Lastly, as for other content such as new suits and characters appearing in this DLC expansion, I wouldn't mind having new suits from the comics and original designs from Insomniac, as well as cameos from Marvel characters outside of Spider-Man's bubble, such as Iron Man, Captain America, Nick Fury, etc, etc. So with that being said, let me know in the comments down below what you were excited for in this story expansion for Spider-Man PS4, and if you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like button, it really helps me out, and subscribe for more content from me on Spider-Man and other games in general. I'm DMLX, I'll see you in the future.